adults and online education. The participation of the big investor in online education has made it a new hotspot for investment in the education industry. Students of the remote and underdeveloped areas are the biggest beneficiaries of online education, but online universities offer students who fail university entrance examination and working people the chance of the lifelong education and learning. The Ministry of Education has approved 68 ordinary schools of higher learning and the central radio and TV universities to pilot modern distance education by the end of the 2003. Those schools and established to 2027 of campus learning centers around China, offering 140 major in 10 disciplines, and had a total enrollment of the 1.373 millions. This general separate of the broadband technology has also helped online education. The China Education and Research Network started in 1994 in now China's second largest internet network, covering all major cities of the China's the high speed connection between it and China's education broadband satellites net opened in 2000 established a space to earth transmission platform for modern distance education and provide an all round network supporting enrollment for the distance education. Adult education is both dynamic and diverse. Schools of higher learning for the adults includes radio and TV worker, farmer, correspondence, and evening universities and management and education college. Adult secondary schools and include the vocational, high and skill training schools, worker elementary and farmer elementary schools. Compares the adult elementary schools role in modernization because only 4% of the nation secondary education graduates are admitted to the universities. China has found it necessary to develop other ways of meeting the demand for education. Adult education has become the increasingly important in helping China meet its modernization goals. Adult or non-formal education is an alternative form of higher education that encompasses radios, television, correspondence, universities, spare time, and the part-time universities, factory-run universities for staff and workers, and country-run universities for the peasant. Many operating primarily during the students of work hours. The alternative forms of the education are economically they had sought to educate both the delayed generation, those who lost educational opportunities during the cultural revolution, and to raise the cultural, scientific, and general education levels of workers on the job. Farms schools have been established by the government department, businesses, trade union, academic, scientists, democratic parties, and other organizations. In 1994, about 70% of the China's factories and enterprises supported their own part-time just classes, which often were referred to as a worker colleges. And in Beijing, along more than 90 adult education schools with night school enroll tens of the thousands of students. More than 20,000 of these students graduate annually from evening universities, worker colleges, television universities, and corresponding schools. More than twice the number of graduating from regular colleges and universities. The government spent 200 yuan and to 500 per adult education students, and at least 1,000 yuan per regular university students. In 1994, approximately 1.3 million students enrolled in the television correspondence and the earning universities, about a 30% increase over 1993. The spare time education for workers and peasant literacy classes for the entire adult population were other component of basic education. Spare time education include a very broad range of education activities at all levels. Most spare time schools were sponsored by the factories and run for their own workers. They provided fairly elementary education as well as the course to upgrade technical skills. Most were on the job training and retraining courses are normal part of the an industrial system. These schools continually receiving publicity in the domestic media as a symbol of the social justice, but it was unclear whether they received adequate resources to achieve this end. China's educational television system began in 1960 but was suspended during the Cultural Revolution in 1966. In 1979, the Central Radio and Television University was established in Beijing with the branches in 28 provisional level universities. Many Central Radio and Television Universities students were recent senior middle schools graduates who scored just below the cut-off point for the admission of the conventional colleges and universities. Full-time who take 4 courses and part-time students 2 courses and had at least 2 years work experience, and they returned to their jobs after graduation. Spare-time students studied after the work. Students whose work units granted them permission to study in a television universities were paid their normal wages. Expenses for most of their books and other educational materials were paid for by the state. A typical center radio and television university student spend up to 6 hours a day over a 3 year period watching the lecturer or a video tapes produced by some of the best teachers in China. These lecturers were augmented by face-to-face tutoring by the local instructor and approximating 4 hours of the however homework for each evening. The major problem with this system is that there were too few television sets. In 1987, the Central Television and the Radio University had its program produced, transmitted, and financed by the state administration of radio, film, and television. The State Education Commission developed its curriculum and distributed its printing support material. The curriculum included both basics, general purpose courses in science and technology, and more specialized courses. The Central Television and Radio Universities offered more than 1,000 classes in Beijing and its suburbs, and for 14 majors in 2 to 3 years courses through 56 working center. Students who passes final examination were given certificates entitling them to the same level of the remuneration as the graduates of regular full-time college and universities. The state gave certain allowance to the students awaiting jobs during their training periods.